Tudor Games and Electric Football presents Playbook Illustrated with your host, Coach Kenshin. All right, coaches, let's get started. Defense wins championships. Defense can travel. The Flex 4-3. The Lambo 3-4, the Tampa 2, the 46 defense. All of these schemes were difficult in electric football until now. Based on advanced gameplay, you could deploy many of these schemes. We'll cover the positions, zones, phases, defensive levels, and the advantages and disadvantages you make in each setup. Once you set up defensive line play, linebacker play, and secondary protection, you can get to create your own scheme. Linemen like their offensive counterparts. Defensive linemen line up on their side of the neutral zone, close to the ball. They disrupt line blocking schemes, and on some occasions, pass protect for short route passes. Linebackers play behind the defensive line and perform various duties. Based on location and purpose, their duties may include rushing the passer, covering backs on pass plays, and line support against the run. Defensive backs, also known as the secondary, play either behind the linebackers or set to the outside near the sidelines. Defensive backs are primarily used to defend against pass plays by covering flankers and ends to prevent them from catching the ball or to attempt to intercept the pass from the quarterback. Defensive backs also act as the last line of defense on running plays. Two important zones in advanced gameplay are the neutral zone, an area 1 yard from the line of scrimmage and extends to each sideline, kind of a no man's land, and the defensive zone, an area rearward from the neutral zone and extends to each sideline where pre-snap setup and post-snap adjustments are made. The defense can employ schemes to cover or attack the offense, the same as it is in football, and each has its own phase. The setup is the phase where the players are put into a proper legal formation. Setup should not give away schemes or plans of the defense. The audible phase sets up the scheme or the plan of the defense. Motion, shifts, pivots, or dial rotating preps the defensive scheme or attack prior to the snap. You are limited, and time may be of the essence. The snap, unlike the offense, the defense's responsibility starts on the start of the motion generator. The defense is unaware of the amount of snap time the offense will use. It could, through rushes and blitzes, force the offense to expose the play sooner, or even better, sack the quarterback. Coverages place defenders in areas to minimize throwing lanes. The action is where the defense sets up to support to defend the play revealed to it. On two-part plays, passes, pitches, and scrambles, where the runner is behind the line of scrimmage, you may adjust as many unengaged defenders in the defensive zone as you can to cut off routes the runner may take. On two-part plays where the runner is beyond the line of scrimmage, you may adjust as many unengaged defenders in the defensive zone as you can to tackle the runner. You may be limited by time, so adjust decisively. Then run the play until its conclusion. The offense expects to gain a certain number of yards on a play. Defensive schemes and coverage levels hamper and/or interrupt those plays. Divided into 3 levels, each has its advantages and disadvantages. Close line defense is 0 to 5 yards. The purpose is to contain. On run plays, players can disrupt blocking plans. On pass plays, defenders rush the passer and disrupt intended pass routes by deflecting split ends and flankers. Players in this area advantages can change the offensive point of attack. Players in this area disadvantages are engagement and lack of adjustment following the snap. Mid-area coverage is 6 to 15 yards downfield. The purpose is to read and react. On running plays, the linebackers and secondary can support or fill open gaps. On passes, the linebackers and secondary can obscure and defend short and mid-area passes. Players in this area advantages can react to a short snap time. Players in this area disadvantages are exposed to a long snap that allows the offensive line to get to the second level on runs. Deep coverage is for plays 16 yards and beyond. The purpose for the defense is coverage and support. On runs, it is the last line of defense. And on passes, it obscures and covers mid to deep pass routes. Players in this area advantages require a long snap time to engage. Players in this area disadvantages involve taking the correct angles to runners and proximity to receivers to avoid the big play. Advanced gameplay allows for the implementation of schemes without tactics given to the offense. With this defensive understanding, go lock down the offense and know why. Playbook Illustrated is brought to you by Tudor Games and the Friends of the Miniature Football Coaches Association. Meet one of them at www.electricfootball.com.